What is episode? So today we're going to be doing a review on the apartment I'm currently living in right now that I'm going to move out more and more soon. So when you guys see this, I'll probably be moved out because we only got a couple of days left. So I would say I moved in here in June 2024. $5 stars, very nice place to live. 17 hours ago, another one, a week ago. I've been on this site for 2 months and I have no problems except for the sound alone isn't up. Number one, if you see an AC exit from your bedroom, run away from the apartment, run force point. Let me tell you, the sound is coming from inside the wall, and there's nothing you can do. You can think of it as someone running back into the next room. That is so true. I'm lying. When you turn the AC on, you will hear it. You will hear it go. The second one is the refrigerator. I don't know if it's refurbished. I call them because of the noise. Sometimes I sleep in the living room when it's too loud in my bedroom. They came immediately and said it was fixed. As far as I understand, there's nothing to do about it. By the time the refrigerator does not work from 9 p.m. to 11:30. I don't have that problem. As you can see, I regret moving here. The management should have mentioned this before. The noise problem for the move. When I asked my neighbors, they don't have similar problems. Why? Because they live in different locations. If you can't sleep with the vacuum on in the next room, look for another apartment. For $500, I think I can move to another apartment. I'll confirm and try for another month or two. Maybe I'll move to another apartment. I'm not gonna lie, I do hear people playing loud music. You can hear them like showering. You can hear them like opening and closing the door. You can hear dogs all the fucking time. So it is a lot of noise. Got another 5 star, another 5 star, 1 star, another 1 star 2 months ago. It says, the pool is always closed, which is true. They just opened up the pool. And the only renovation decision is painting the walls. They just renovated it actually last week. It should be dead better. Recommended, very disappointing experience. We've been living in this apartment since September 2024. Fortunately, our experience has been disappointing from the very beginning to the initial viewing. The staff member assured us that the pool will be open within 2 weeks to a maximum of 1 month. However, it still hasn't opened. Yeah, the pool was not open for I think like 5 months. There's a noticeable issue with unpleasant odors in the building, making it uncomfortable to stay here. That is so true. You will smell different smells, cigarettes, weed, whatever. Additionally, loud party noises on weekends are a recurring problem, making it difficult to relax. I actually saw in these reviews that somebody actually Airbnb'd one of these apartment complexes, which is very understandable because a lot of people do that. But yeah, definitely loud noises, definitely parties all the time. One time I saw one of my neighbors, they had literally 9 people going to their apartment, and I know they have a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom apartment. I know they did. So why would you bring that many people in there? And then some people will bring, and then realizing how bad parking is too. Like there's no parking, there's no extra parking in here. So if there's nowhere to park here, you're gonna have to park across the street, you're gonna find somewhere else to park and probably walk here or something. And your car may be getting towed or something like that, or broken into. So you're gonna be wary of that before you move here. The next review, it says it ain't nothing special about the amenities, which is true. Location is close to the Galleria, a block away, which is true. Front desk and these offices is nice, it's true. Somebody tried to unplug my car while I was charging. Yeah, they have electric charging parking here, so you can charge your electric car here. I don't charge mine here because I don't think the charger is compatible, or maybe I need like a certain device for my car to be charged here. But they do have electric charging. I've seen a lot of people charge their cars, Teslas. I've seen somebody have electric Hummer, Bronco, even electric Mercedes. I've seen electric Toyota charging here, so yeah. The trash has not been backed up for 3 weeks. I really hope higher ups can fix this. No into apartment, I have roaches. That is so fucking true. This is how the trash should be looking all the time. And you walk out there and you throw your trash away, and it's like you open up a door like this, and it's a trash chute in there. You just throw your trash down there, so you don't have to go to no dumpster or anything like that. You don't have no valet trash or anything like that. It goes all the way down to I think the first floor or whatever. But when it comes to like big boxes, you actually gotta bring it down through the elevator. And then also when you move up here, I know a lot of people probably be like, how the fuck you can get everything up in here? You're gonna have a wagon. Invest into a wagon. If not, invest into something else, like a big carry-on bag or something, because they have like one of them hotel thingies. You know the hotel thingies where they bring it to you and you put all your bags and clothes on and stuff. They have one of those that they have downstairs, so you can definitely ask them for that as well before you get in here. The word luxury is a stretch. This was 3 stars. The apartment was rented in decent. It definitely was not luxurious. The parking was okay, but the floors weren't well marked, so you only realize you reached the 6th floor when you could not drive no more, which is totally true. You can't see. People almost hit you in the parking garage. I've dealt with people almost hitting my car. I've dealt with people actually hitting my door by opening up their door and hitting it. And people don't know how to park in the line. People don't know how to park in the line. So, the bathroom and kitchens of the apartment were both outdated. Mold stain on wall. No idea if the issues were across the building, but it is misleading to say the least. That's true. Sometimes when it's like super windy, you can hear apartment swing and shit like that. But definitely, you'll see all types of cars in here. He has got, like I said, he has got his tires stolen from in here, in his room, so he had to get wheel locks to make sure nobody steals his shit. So living here was cool. 1 out of 10, I would rate this. Out of my 1 out of 5, out of my personal rating, I would rate this like a 3.5 because it's a safe area. It's safe for your front door. People can't really get onto your floor unless they have a key fob, and the key fob only goes on the floor that you live on. So you can't, even if you have a key fob, even if you live here, you can't get on every other floor. The stairs, they have stairs too, but you can only go on them when the stairwell is unlocked. So it's hard to get up here, and it's hard to even get into the gate. You don't have a key fob, you can't enter the gate. There's no gate code or nothing like that, or a card or nothing. You know, you press a button, opens up the gate, go through. The gate be broken sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, so that's a safety issue right there. I don't hear gunshots. I do hear sirens. I do hear police pulling people over and stuff, because I'm not gonna lie, this street right here is a hot spot for cops. Cops literally sit here and pull people over that do not stop at the stop sign. Who knows about other people's stories that's been living here? I have saw some ghetto stuff before in here. I have saw some ghetto stuff. I've seen people arguing. I have got hit on in here. I have got asked do I want some marijuana in here. And I have seen people jamming and having really loud Michael Myers music. I have seen a dude, I guess, fighting with a female, or maybe a female had a fist fight. She had a wig on, makeup done, crying, and dirt spots on her butt, walking from I don't know what, right? So there be altercations that be going on, but me and him are homebody and we work, so we don't really go and walk around our apartment much, or even be seen that often. As that's like, we're very antisocial. We don't like seeing people, especially when we get out the front door. So yeah, they have a lot of good reviews right now, like 7 months ago, 8 months ago, 9 months ago. Yeah, they have really good reviews most of the time. Place to live at, close to the office, close to the bank, close to upscale dining, along with culture shopping. Yeah, we're right by the galleria. I would say walking distance, probably 5-minute walk. You're right by all these clubs. So let me look it up for y'all. Let me show y'all what you're close by if you live out here. Restaurants, let's look at bars by us. Okay, you got Ducky. Look how many bars. I literally typed in bars. It says 0.2 miles. Look at all these. These are all by me. Okay, so they got the ones that's super close is Ducky's, the Brittany Bar, the Rustic, Luch Bar, Texas Tap House, 15 Cuisine and Cocktails, Kirby Ice House, Bar, I don't want to say that, Zavala, Daily Grill, Urban Star Restaurant, Nameless by Nomad, that's 1.6 miles, Prospect Park. As you guys can see, it says 1.5, it says 9 minutes. Parages Bar, Urban Social, Mad, Uptown Lounge, the ILS, Ultra Lounge, Seal, Post Oak Ice House, Bar 12, Bar 839, WXYZ. Okay, so that's the bars that we're close by. Now let's go to lunch, okay? We got Joy's Uptown, 8 Hour Kitchen, Moxie, Snooze and Eatery, Little Hen, Grand Lux Cafe, Roomy's Kitchen, the Annie's Cafe and Bar, Kenny and Ziggy's, the Rustic Carkel, Lil Ray, Lush Bar, North Italia. So they basically have any type of food out here. They have seafood nearby, like the Crafty Crab, Juicy Crab, Fat Crab. All that stuff is within a 10 minutes or less range as well. So if you like seafood, don't miss out on that, okay? They do have 5 Guys nearby. They got burger stuff as well. They got Velvet Taco. McDonald's, Jack in the Box, Whataburger, Jimmy John's, Hot Daddy Burger Bar, Anton's Famous Po' Boys, Whataburger, Burger Chain, Chick-fil-A, Subway, Popeyes, Panda Express, Smash Burger, Chipotle, Raising Cane's, Wendy's, grocery stores, Central Market, Randall's, Target, Whole Foods, HEB, HEB, restaurants. It's not. Lounges. These are all the lounges that are nearby. Let's see, 0.8, 1.3. Do Not Disturb, Houseway Park, Sante, Urban Social, Open Smoke, Capri Ultra Lounge, Liquid Lounge, The Domain, W Bar Lounge, Lick Holland CRU, Bad Habits, Lounge 2727, Reveal Lounge, The Flat, Sugar Room, The Spot Lounge and Bar, The Tipsy Lounge, Club. Let's make clubs. Okay. I'm gonna type that in on Google, honestly. They got Onyx. Onyx is 1.3 miles away from me. Ben's Club is 0.8. You guys can see all this is 2 miles, 0 miles, 9 minutes, right? Stereo Live is 12 minutes.